What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the tantrum, the fight that she had? This is why they left early. Not because I have to feed the kids. What kids, Meghan Markle? Dolls don't need to eat. Dolls don't need to eat, Meghan Markle. So why do you have to leave an event early? To go feed dolls? Are you playing house now? The fight was because Harry wanted to leave that boring party and you didn't want to leave. You wanted to remain there because you know that your days are numbered. The days for you hanging around A-listers are numbered. If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, and it walks like a duck, it is a duck. And this is what's happening with Harry and Rachel, Meghan Markle. Now they're scrambling to look like they're deeply in love. They're using Netflix at their disposal to show how, oh my God, Harry and Meghan are so in love. I mean, they can't just, they are in love, guys. You have to know that they're deeply, deeply in love because Netflix tells you that they are deeply in love. We can tell that they watch our videos because, you know, when she sneakily published those pictures of her at that grand opening of the bookstore, which actually nobody else has bothered to publish. I mean, complete silence on Oprah's part. She needed that info out because WME couldn't even bother to send a proper photographer. They can't even bother anymore to do proper setups with proper lighting. No. When did WME do that? When it was the party and everybody showed up. Not when Meghan was there with Oprah doing a little reading, but that was a Meghan event. I was laughing at this exclusive footage, guys. You know, it's just too funny. And the worst part of it all is that, from what I understand, there was a little bit of a tantrum throwing in the middle of the party because Harry wanted to leave early, but she wanted to hang out with all the A-list celebrities. So let's get into this because...
How do we forgive someone who's hurt us so badly as a narcissist?
Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. I have to tell you that something that's very important to me is that no one ever feels that they have to forgive someone for hijacking their soul, because maybe there is no forgiveness for that. The pressure to forgive has led some people to feel guilty their whole lives, prematurely forgive. There's a really interesting body of literature out there that suggests that if we forgive someone who reperpetrates, it significantly harms the well-being of the forgiver.
Welcome, 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 beautiful people. Before I get started, on Sunday, I'm going to be joining Pidina on a members live, on her members live only. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're going to bear it all. We're going to talk about our live with it, about the birth certificate, and show you all the receipts. We're going to be there. Actually, in the live during Pidina, we showed you all the receipts, actually. So, but yes, please do join because we're going to have fun in that live. So join her members if you want to watch it, because we don't want to do it in public, not because we have anything to hide, but because, you know, sometimes YouTube doesn't allow certain things to be too public. So when we do it on members, we have a little bit more of a leeway. So yes, and now, beautiful people, we get started with the following. George takes to the skies a little prince up in the air, Prince George. And, you know, I am absolutely sickened to my stomach how some newspapers, journalists in the UK are comparing the video that the Prince and Princess of Wales did to a Meghan Markle style kind of thing. Really? Is that where we are? They didn't call Daily Mail. They're just angry because they no longer have to call Daily Mail or BBC, because in this day and age of social media, anybody can do a little video and put it out. And I said a while ago that they should do that. They shouldn't be sending more stuff to the newspapers. They should make their announcements in their own social media. They don't need to send it to the world through newspapers. They can put it in their own social media, because as soon as they put it in their social media, the whole world gets to see it. And we ex-posters and YouTubers and everybody, we retweet it. We retreated. It has much larger reach. And I do believe this is why the mainstream media is angry. And I believe that this lady, Jan Moir, said, oh, Kate Middleton is nothing but a Meghan Markle. Are we serious? Are we serious? Is this where we're going with that? There is nothing Meghan Markle about the Princess of Wales. Nothing. Meghan Markle wishes she were the dirt under her nails. That's how bad. I mean, yeah. No. But it's terrible what the mainstream media is doing, isn't it? Because and this is just me. Don't worry. We're gonna get to everything that we're gonna talk about this, because it's gonna be juicy what I'm about. But the whole thing of the video is that they now have a different outlook on things because of her cancer ordeal. That's why they have a different outlook. They have always been affectionate with each other. They were just professionals when they were at work. They don't need to cling. They don't need to have Meghan's claw all over the place, looking like a needy cow. They don't need to do that because they're secure. When I used to work, if my ex-husband and I were in the same room, we wouldn't walk hand in hand in a meeting. Why? And it's not. It really is insane that people do that. So when Catherine and William do it, oh my God, they're disgusting. When Harry and Meghan, oh, they're needy, they're helping each other, they're relying on each other. The bias of the media, it's incredible. I mean, I'm shocked, guys. I don't know about you, but I am shocked. And it goes to show you, and they've been stealing stuff from our YouTube reports and never given us credit for it. Never. Sometimes they have credited me in one article. Another one they credited twice, I think Meghan Small, but not really of the meat of it all. Then they wait for like 2-3 years before they actually publish something that we have published, that we've been talking about for years. If you look at it, they don't want to get near the birth certificates of Harry's children. I want to reiterate to you guys, I want to emphasize that it is not illegal to request an informational copy. I do not know why those two YouTubers purposely try to instill fear in all of you to go after that. After anybody who wants to request documentation to verify whether Harry and Meghan Markle are lying, to know the truth. For me in this channel, it has never been about, oh my God, I want to see the kids. I really don't care. I just want the bloody answers. I don't want the Markle family word salad of lies. Please go see the Royal Grift latest videos, because I've talked about it. I do feel used. I do feel that because of my background, that I was abused, that I did not have a platform. I do believe that I was taken advantage of that way, because where I come from, where I was coming out of that nightmare that I did with my ex-husband and being in the public with all these horrible articles. When Samantha reached out to me, she was like, oh my God, I didn't know who you were, but now, I believe you're going to be nice to me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. I know how it feels when nobody hears you. And this is not me playing victim. It is a fact. So I do feel played. I do feel that I was taken advantage of because of my background, but that's not going to happen anymore in this channel, guys. I can be very nice and I can be very open, but I can also be a different person. I don't believe in forgiveness. I don't think that somebody who's been wronged doesn't need the added pressure of forgiving anybody, because that in itself is bullying. I don't need to forgive anybody. I really don't, guys. And I'm not being spiteful or anything like that, because, by the way, the people who did that to me have not fully apologized. One of them is standing by the lies she said, that it is illegal to request a copy of an informational birth certificate. So for those of you who are still writing to me saying forgive, there's nothing to forgive, because had they been successful, I would not be speaking to you here, and they would be doing videos laughing off me. And please keep in mind that had they succeeded in what they were going for, my channel would have been terminated for criminal activity after I just got out of 9 years of fighting in legal international courts, being called a criminal falsely. Now, after they did that video, a lot of the Sussex squad has come after me and said, "Oh my God, you're a criminal. You're a criminal," because that's what they said. That was what the message was, that I'm a criminal. So I don't have to forgive. And people sending me those emails is a form of bullying, because why should I forgive a person who hurts me, bullies, or tries to take away something that is mine in a most painful way? That is no forgiveness for me. I don't have to. Why are you putting that pressure on me? And I'm not going to feel pressure. And no, I am never going to forgive anybody like that. That was disgusting. It was a hit. They missed, but, this is like when they try to kill Trump, that they shot him. I'm not for Trump or against Trump, but even if I were, so what? But it's like when they try to shoot him and the shooter missed, he's still alive and talking. So they're still, by the way, these people are still trying to take me down. I don't understand what this person was talking about when this person said behind the scenes. You know what goes on behind the scenes with my group of YouTubers? We talk about Cristiano Ronaldo's penis. You should see the dirty jokes we send each other. We don't talk about other YouTubers. We share information on what are you doing here? Did you hear about this? Look at the pictures here. That's what behind our scenes. I don't know what's behind their scenes. So that's all I'm going to say about this, because please stop sending me those emails, because I am going to block you. I don't have to forgive anybody. And I hope that I made myself clear about that. Meghan Markle puts out the pictures in black and white taken by her bodyguard, because Meghan Markle had her bodyguard with her at all times inside the godmother's bookstore. Now she's pawning. Look at this badly photoshopped picture wearing a rice picker's hat, because everything that woman wore that day, it is a warm day, yet she's wearing a sweater. Everything that woman wore that day, it's for sale, including the woman. Everything that woman wore that day, it's for sale. It's for sale. Okay? And as usual, she always takes these pictures days ago and then she releases them, because that's a typical Meghan Markle narcissistic move. She takes pictures. She has a bank of pictures that she can't sell, or she can't get paps. When you see Bagrid, I just want to dispel this for you. It doesn't mean that Bagrid took the pictures. It means she sold them to Bagrid, because now no longer Bagrid goes there to her. If you look at the proximity, because the picture is very clear, they have photoshopped her hand, and I wonder if it is because she wasn't wearing her wedding ring. I really do, because I look for it. But if you look, I'm sorry about the dog, guys. I really apologize. This is a very badly Photoshop picture. I apologize about the dogs. I just adopted 3 more dogs, rescue dogs from the street. So they're a little bit rowdy. So I apologize for that. But I just couldn't leave them out in the street. So they're getting used to it. They have a huge garden to play. So I apologize for that. But, they're dogs. They're going to bark. I hope you don't mind, you concentrate on the message. And by the way, I really do appreciate you guys coming here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It really does help the channel. Leave your comments. You're always welcome, and your support is always much appreciated. I want to take the time to also thank the people who have bought me super chats, my merch, and those who sent the PayPal donations. I am very, very thankful for that. So yes. So I was going to say they're quiet, but I'm sorry. So Meghan Markle goes out merching everything. You can barely see her hand, but you can see the message in the necklace. I mean, this woman has been reduced to be a walking ad for D-list companies. Pretty much back to the beginning. She's literally gone back to the beginning, which is you remember the TIG? So Ari Emanuel, she marries a prince of the most notorious royal family in the world. And she's going to come and change the world. She's going to use their platform for good. She's going to hit the ground running, serving people. And now all she talks about, oh, the bookstores were a safe space. And I've heard some commentators, kid you not, and I'm sure you have, royal commentators say, City, now City's bitching about it. City! Oh, Harry wants to protect Meghan because Meghan knows that that he wanted to protect his mom. Harry was 13. He didn't want to talk to his mom before she died. And what is Harry going to protect her from? From the paparazzi and the press that she herself calls?
The editor of a celebrity magazine, was the editor of Star. And people would always ask me when I worked there, like, okay, like, what stories are real? And I'd be like, okay, every story is real except for the ones about the royal family. And this was prior to Meghan Markle coming on. I'm like, the palace is just a tight ship. Like, people don't blab, you know? So our stuff is like, maybe from a source. But once Meghan came on the scene, leaky ship. People were singing like a bird. Why? Because they were Meghan's spies. She was purposely putting that out there. She hired several PR firms to make sure the places like the Daily Mail, Page Six, our magazines were writing about her on a consistent basis. So when Meghan stands there and is like, I'm the victim, everybody's writing about me. It's like, well, girl, you're paying someone to make sure it happens. What are you talking about?
Because according to Shalon Lester, she was an editor of Star magazine. And back when Meghan was an unknown nobody, because now she's a known nobody. But when she was an unknown nobody, she would pay Star magazine, and this is just to publish 2 or 3 articles about her a week or sometimes even daily. And she would be a source. She was a source for them. So Harry's protecting her from the very same press and paps that they call. We're going to get into a little bit of topics here, but we're going to get now to this footage, guys. We're going to get now to this footage because it is so funny. It is so funny how sometimes the mask slips. But you see, Meghan Markle, even though she was annoyed at Oprah walking in, she can't say shit. She can't say anything. Because this is Oprah Winfrey, and Oprah Winfrey can strike her down with one of the little fat fingers. By the way, side chat, Oprah's gained weight, hasn't she? I think she's doing because what Auntie Lawyer said, that she wants to gain a little bit of weight because now she's investing not on the injection on the shot for weight loss, but on pills, which are like 3 times more expensive. Go figure. So we know that Meghan Markle leaked those pictures of her wearing that black. Look, she's exposing her toe. She is, she's exposing her toe, but they photoshopped it. She's all a mess because there are no close-ups. There were no photographers properly arranged for that day, but she needed people to know that there was an event coming and that she was around A-lister somehow. So the next day, there is the party, but the day before, I mean, because with these people, you never know. They're all in the grift. This time, they made sure there were proper photographers. And how do I know that Meghan Markle is watching? Because we criticized and laughed at her because she didn't get a hug from Oprah. Oh, well, what is the very next day or 3 days later? Meghan Markle body fudging Oprah, because what Meghan does is body fudge. You know what I mean? Somebody is like pelvis, sternum, skanky weave to people's hair, breast, and hips. Okay? It is disgusting. It is disgusting. But with this video that this woman leaked, thinking that she was doing something great, it actually shows how much of a nobody is, how much of a terrible actress this woman is. And we're going to get to the meat of it all here because this is disgusting. Harry is not spending a birthday with her, not because he wants to hang around with his pals. Guys, when you're in love with somebody, yes, you do have freedom, you do things, but this is his 40th birthday. And it's very telling that he's going to spend it with Nacho rather than Meghan Markle, or his male pals rather than Meghan Markle. Is Harry gay? Why doesn't he just come out of the closet? But it's very telling. People are not paying attention to this. And while they were at that little thing, that little white thing, by the way, you're going to tell me that Meghan Markle is listening to what this lady's saying? Meghan Markle right now is standing there thinking, how can I get this fierce pose? This woman could be talking that she has found the cure for cancer, and Meghan Markle would not know it because she's just standing there trying to look fierce with that Photoshop and all the makeup, trying to look fierce, flexing. That's what Meghan Markle is doing. Honestly, if you believe that Meghan Markle is actually listening to what this lady has to say, leave one. If you think that Meghan Markle is just concentrating on the photographer to make sure that she gets the most fierce picture across, type 2. Okay? And now, why are they talking about safe spaces? I was in a safe space. The bookstore in New York, I was in a safe space. Dude, you called the Paps. We found out you were going to New York for that really outrageously vulgar baby shower. Well, you didn't have a passport because you leaked it. You were calling all the Paps. Everybody knows that you're calling the Paps. And she always badly pretends to be shocked when the Paps that she called show up. But the difference is that before, when she was in the royal fold, Paps actually showed up. Now they don't. Now she has to get her people to take pictures. She has to count on TikTokers or Instagram people to film her somehow. And even Backlash is rejecting her badly photoshopped pictures. Because we know you have nasty feet, Meghan, and it has nothing to do with that. But be proud of your body. She body shames herself. Because everybody knows if Meghan Markle, listen, from what I've been told, it is very painful to have an operation on your feet. So this woman doing it, she wouldn't be able to stand on her feet or anything like that. She would be out of commission for a while. But let's get back to this little footage, guys. It is very clear that Meghan Markle was livid. And Oprah's just like video bombing her. And the problem is that the person recording her, the bodyguard or whoever it was, it was the girl. It was the girl from TikTok. Didn't immediately stop talking about Meghan Markle. It was all about Oprah. And Meghan Markle knew it. But can you imagine now, to the meat of it all, about the fight that they got into at the video store, at the bookstore, Godmother's, whatever it was. And there's always a cringy little story behind it, isn't there, guys? Always a cringy little, they try to make a huge thing out of nothing. A huge thing out of nothing. It's just a little bookstore. To this day, Oprah still hasn't published anything, by the way. And it was supposed to be Oprah's book club. But Harry wanted to leave the event early. First of all, Harry didn't really want to go. Because if Harry supposedly was the brain behind the bookstore's name, and his spare was a meatier book than The Bench, don't you think that it would have been good for Harry to speak, since he is the inspiration of the book store and everything? He's the inspiration of the bookstore, and yet he didn't even bother to say a few words. Who do we have saying a few words? Rachel Meghan Markle. Rachel Meghan Markle. Rachel Meghan Markle is saying a few words, not Harry, the guy behind the inspiration of this thing. And Meghan is walking around now with her rice picker hat, with that keychain that he's merching, blurring her claw so we don't see whether the ring is missing or not. I don't think that ring is on her finger. Because I think she's angry that Harry is spending the 40th birthday away from her. And we all know what happened with that email. We all know that People magazine tried to fix the email saying, it was via his spokesperson. Yes, Meghan Markle wants to give herself fancy names, doesn't she? Meghan Markle wants to give herself fancy names. Spokesperson? They just had another staff member quit. Another staff member quit. Did you see the hit piece? That's a hit piece. The Hollywood Reporter. That is brutal. And I'm going to do a video about it, guys. But Meghan Markle got into a heated argument with Harry in the middle of the party, or the reception, whatever you want to call it, the opening, because he wanted to leave and she wanted to stay longer. She wanted to stay longer because she knows that, and if you look at it, only when Harry shows up, proper A-listers are around, and she's treated differently than when because I can guarantee you that Oprah would have never video bomb Harry while he was doing a speech. Oprah would have been there before the speech started to make sure she didn't interrupt Harry. If you look at, Oprah has done things only with Harry. The meet you can't see. The interview, yeah, people say the interview, but Harry was there. Oprah would have never done an interview just with Meghan Markle alone. She needed Harry. And I can guarantee you that when Harry and Meghan get divorced, which is pretty much on its way, she will want to interview Harry, the royal, not Rachel Meghan Markle. Because the entire community in Hollywood knows that what Meghan Markle did is terrible. And that if you were to reverse their roles, it would be domestic abuse. What she's done. Because I do think that Harry's an idiot. So here we have the spokesperson leaking information, and then they try to correct it. They forget that the internet is forever. It is very, very terrible. So can you imagine? And this is why I say about people like Meghan Markle. The abuse has gone so far that she doesn't care where she is, who she's in front of, because she will beat the out of Harry. She will yell at him. She doesn't hide it anymore. She treats Harry like he is one of her employees. Disposable, and she treats him rudely. She treats Harry like those employees that are quitting, and that the ones that are horrified about her, but the difference is that she is no longer in the royal family in the UK, where they were protecting her bullying. Now she's in the United States, and people are talking. Please go watch my maid interview, because I know some YouTubers try to discredit that interview. So please go watch it, because it's very interesting what she says. And pretty much everything she says is becoming true. So can you imagine this woman arguing in the middle of in front of Oprah, Ellen Degeneres, Portia, and other people around, throwing a tantrum because Harry wants to leave the party? Because I'm sure he was bored. Harry was bored. He's not there for that. He knows that the minute he divorces Meghan Markle, the United Kingdom will take him back. Yes, guys. Charles will take him back, and he will put him to work, and they will sell a story. Oh, poor Harry, he wasn't an abuser. I don't buy it. But that's what's going to happen. And I hate to say it. Unless William is king. But it's disgusting. It's disgusting. This footage showed us everything about what Hollywood really thinks of Meghan Markle. Oprah didn't even acknowledge Meghan Markle. Did you notice that? She just walked in and sat down, and she said hi to other people, but not even acknowledge Meghan Markle. You see Meghan Markle clench her jaw and look away, continue to badly act, and she was rattled and angry. She was rattled not because she saw Oprah, because she's angry. There's anger behind that. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the tantrum, the fight that she had? This is why they left early. Not because she had, I have to feed the kids. What kids, Meghan Markle? Dolls don't need to eat. Dolls don't need to eat, Meghan Markle. So why do you have to leave an event early? To go feed dolls? Are you playing house now? The fight was because Harry wanted to leave that boring party, and you didn't want to leave. You wanted to remain there because you know that your days are numbered. The days for you hanging around A-listers are numbered. As usual, don't forget to like.